All right, guys, we're back for the continuation of our iFlight Nazgul repair. So we got the motors ready. Now we're going to mount the motors and get everything going and try to see how far we can get with this repair. See how much we can get done in this time frame. So here's where we left off. We had one motor on, and now I'm going to go ahead. We've cut the rest of the motor wires. And so I think at this point, I guess we'll mount the mole and then take it from there. So let me go ahead and open this bag. Let me get this Coke can of a capacitor out of the way. I think we are gonna. I think it would be kind of neat if we. Anyways, it's huge. We're gonna put that aside. We're not even running close to the voltage for that, so it's a little overkill. But hey, you know what? It is there, and we're just gonna look at it, and it'll become a novelty item. All right, so let's go ahead and get going with this. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put all 4 motors on right now instead of doing them one at a time here. And I'll use all 4 screws. Usually I'll just do 2 to get this going, but I wanna keep all the parts together here. So let me just make sure I get this done. And I think the mounting of the motor wires, or the soldering, is gonna be pretty simple. All the distance is the same. So these are pretty much identical length. Should go in, should be able to tuck underneath, kind of like this was. I'm not sure about if I like the way the tape came out. I'm going to check that out. I want it to look really good when it's done, given what we're working with. We did get all the bridge solder taken care of, so that was definitely a plus. All right, so that's one motor. Let's get this one done here. All right, and then we got one more to go, and we'll be ready to start wrapping this up, kind of. And we still got some work to do, but splicing the wires to the motors is always the most tedious part. So now that we've kind of accomplished that part, everything should be hopefully smooth sailing from here, hopefully. All right, if we leave it like that for now, I'll go ahead and do motor number 1 over here. So let's get started by stripping the wire. All right, get the flux pen out. To motor 2. And then motor 3. Or sorry, my God, where am I at? Motor 4. Oof. Okay, so those are ready. Let's get our soldering iron and let's get some solder. Let's start tinning it up. And then we'll come in and tin. And this is bothering me. Hold on a second. I thought I had a piece of tape hanging out around here. Some duct tape. I need some real quickly, so bear with me a second. Okay. That should keep that in place. Let's see. Time for the tinning, so let's do that. Okay, everything is tinned up. Not worried about the little points that are on there and stuff, because once we solder these in, we'll be ready. So let's start here. And what we'll do is we will drop some more solder on this pad here to get it ready. So we'll do one, just like this. We've got two coming in right here. And three. Right there. Okay, those are all clear. Now we need to tin up our ESC, so let's do that. right. Go ahead and drop that temperature down now. Let my soldering iron chill out a little bit, and I'm going to come in here, get ready to tape. And we're going to do the same thing again. We're going to start by placing the tape right up against the heat shrink that was put on from the factory for the motor. Bring your tape around and make it lap right back over the other strand like that, and that way it looks like a nice clean run. And then we will do the same thing. And what I may do different this time than I did last time is I think I will put the second strip second instead of, sorry, I'll put the middle strip second instead of waiting to the end, because I can still pull on these wires and tighten them down if I do that. And so I think the first one I did, I was checking to see, I didn't really think I was going to use a middle strip, but you see now, if I keep them pulled tight, I can come in right about here, wrap it around, keep the wires pulled pretty tight like that. That's going to give me a much better fit right there. All right. So I prefer that, which means I'm going to go back and redo this one. That's why I was pulling this off. I don't like this. I think it wasn't the wires, as you can see here, they're straight. Here they're a little crooked. I mean, they're straight in the sense that they're pulled tight. That's what I want, is I want the look to look like we gave a damn, right? Not just that we threw the damn thing together. And it may not matter to many people, but it matters to me. So that's what we're going to do. And that's no say about it. Okay, let's do the next motor here. Let's bring the tape right under like we were talking, right up to where the heat shrink starts. Right there. Bring this around and straighten these motor wires out tight, just like that. Go. Perfect. Okay, then we'll take the next thin piece. Just like this. About 12, so that's what we're worried about here, I'd say. Let me see. Actually, let me do it like this. All right. Okay, so then the next part will be to do this last motor, then redo the original one here, which is going to be motor 3. We'll redo that so the wires are tighter, and then we are going to get this all cleaned up. So, sorry, I'm waiting to see if my son has a prescription text message. Yep, and he does. All right, his medicine's ready. Perfect. Okay. Let's do the last one here. Okay. We'll come to the middle area. motor 3 again because I'm not happy with the way that came out. So we're going to cut this tape. There we go. Now we can pull those wires tighter, make them stay nice and straight. Perfect, just like that. Okay, so now we're at the point where we need to bring the wires in, but we need to get a pattern for them first to where they're tucked away nicely. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the first one. We're just going to basically pull it, then we're going to pull the second one, and then we're going to pull the third one. Try to get it to be as straight as we can. And I think instead of using a large piece of tape, we're gonna, and I already cut these, but I think we're gonna go back to using the smaller one because it's such a small area there and I don't really wanna, bog it down too much with a big piece of tape. So let me try this and see if I like the way it looks first. Okay, so it's kind of an awkward way to have to tape this, but if we do this right, we may have to go this way this time. So let's fit this under here. We want to take this all the way to the edge where the arm and the top plate meet, something like that right there. Fold it around, and then let's see how well we can make this look, how we can get the hold actually, because that tape doesn't hold very well on if it hits another item. So let's get this lined up, tucked away just like that. Yeah, that holds together nicely. I think we'll stick with the smaller tape. The more narrow tape looks much better in my opinion. So right now, let me get three more pieces of it. One, two, and let's do a third. All right. Hey, Andrew. +80 kilometers? I won't recommend a receiver for 80+ kilometers. All right, so we've done 3, we're on our last one. Oops. Whoa, sorry, I hit a key by accident. I think we went dark for a second. My bad. Apologize, guys. Okay. All right, so let's get the last motor wires put down right here. Okay, so we now have all 3 motors put down, all the wires put down. We've got some extra tape here that I'd cut, but we don't need them now. So I'm going to put them aside, put my magnet right there. Okay, so now let's look at our build, okay? And let's see what else we're going to do. So we have this flight controller as well. And I need to make sure, I need to see how much clearance I have. Oh, that's pretty good clearance right there. That's actually really nice. All right, so let me see. I do not have the diagram for this, but I'm hoping that I'll just pull it off online and it'll show me. That's for that's for this. I need the one. And then I've got, let me see what my cable looks like here. Okay, there's a newbie harness. So just so that we're on the same page and make sure all our pins line up. Okay, I need to pull up the board real quick, so bear with me a second, please. Let's see, open image, a new tab. Okay. Good Lord. Okay, so I'll show you what I'm looking at here. Okay, so this is the pin out, and what we want to do is we want to make sure that when we plug this in, like this, that it turns and is the right pin out. So. Great, they have it turned the other way, which is fine, I guess. So we have battery, ground. Let me read this one here. So we have battery, ground, current, telemetry, 1, 2, 3, and 4. If we go this way, we got battery, ground, current, telemetry, 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right. Current is, yeah, that should be okay. All right. The only thing I want to verify is let me do the, all right, let's leave that there. And let's do the, let's look at the F305, the ESC. So let's do the Infinity. Excuse me 1 second, guys, that's my son. Okay. All right, let's look at this one and make sure, it does look like it lines up fine. So it looks like we're good there. Okay. All right. So that being said, looks like we're good. So we'll bring this one around. Okay. Tuck this in. Bear with me. Okay, so that'll work. So now let's get our sorry, I'm waiting for my soldering iron to heat back up. There we go. Okay. We'll turn this volume off real quick. Okay. Now, let's see. Sorry guys, 1 second, I'm just trying to verify everything here. very funny because the picture that I'm looking at is very strange from Newbie Drone, where on their Infinity 200 stack, they've placed the negative on the right side next to motor 1. But on this stack, and that's why I wanted to verify it again, because if I show you this picture right here, let me show you. Right, so I just happened to pull this picture up, right? Here's what I'm looking at. So look at this one. This is the, what did I say, the F200, whatever it was. So on here they have, on that one, they have the positive on this side, okay? And I'm looking at it and going, wait a minute, but here's the ground. Here's the positive. So there's no markings on this board like they did on that one. And I'm surprised as to why they would have flipped those, but the way the wiring is here's your voltage, here's your VBAT right here. See how there's nothing, but here there is. Then here's your ground. See that? Right there. So we have a swap there, which I think will probably get some people in trouble if they had one and then upgraded to the next one. I don't know why they do that. And then they put no markings on here, which is really strange. I think that's probably a really bad idea, but hey, they're making money. They know what they're doing, I guess. Can I deliver to Poland? Actually, I'm getting ready to ship an entire, about $100,000 worth of stuff that we're donating to Poland. So yes, I believe it's possible, but we're doing that to send supplies over to the Ukraine that they need for drones. So we're actually arranging that right now through an NGO. If you're talking about just as a consumer to buy, I mean, I could try to see if we have Poland down, but I mean, I could check. So right now I'm not prepared to answer your question because I'm not sitting at the computer getting ready to do that. All right. So now, actually, I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit more on here. I'm not really confident about that. I really don't like how they did that. And I'm sure that, you know, there's people who think that it may be insignificant, but it's really not when you have a design that looks almost identical and all of a sudden it's switched on positive and ground. But let me just get this to get a good binding here. Okay. Well, not that good. Hold on a second. But I can let you know, sir, if you want. I'll have to get back to you when I'm done here, though. I need to turn on my heater here. My temperature on this soldering iron is not reaching what I need it to, so I'm going to turn it up just a little bit. My solder should be going crazy right now, melting, but it's not. So I think I may have abused this soldering iron to the point where it wants to die. Let's see if we can get it to go. Come on. My iron may have had it. I don't know. Have to see, because my solder here is not melting like it normally would. So I've got a bridge now that I need to fix. All right, bridge is fixed, but still, I'm concerned about my soldering iron. Once that starts going like that, it doesn't look too good. All right. I mean, the board's not even hot. It's concerning to me. So I may have to swap this out here in a second if it happens again. Okay, there we go. Just had to crank it up. I think it's about 50 degrees off, to be honest with you. So I may have to calibrate it. I haven't calibrated this machine yet, and that's going to be where that's going to be where I'm probably having the biggest problem. Come on, Goofy. All right. We'll leave that on for the time being. Oh, we can chat when I'm done working, I guess. I can't chat now. Got to finish this. All right, so let's see. Good and good. I think everything looks very solid there. Okay. Now, we've already agreed that the capacitor is way too big. So I got another one ready. I mean, it is. It's running 6S, and this is a 50-volt capacitor. So there's no need. It's a little overkill. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get his capacitor. I'm going to give him a little bit of a break here. So let me just get this going and get this capacitor put in place. Okay. Excellent. All right, so we got our cap in place. Okay. We know that our Vista is going in here. So we're going to definitely leave room to make sure that can happen by running our system like this. All right. And we have plenty of room to have the capacitor on top and still fit our plate. Here's our plate. And whoops, this way, sorry. And we will be able to fit this all without any issue. So the next thing will be to check out the Vista now. Before we put the flight controller on, let's see why this is mounted like this. There's no need to have double rubber rings here. The Vista can sit directly on the carbon fiber or with a two-sided tape, like a Gorilla two-sided tape. So there's no need to do that. So let's not make it stand higher than it needs to. Okay. Now let me see how this will look and how it will fit. It's a beautiful fit, just like that. Plenty of room. That'll stay down nicely, and your power will come up perfect. All right, so we still have a nice clean gap on the bottom. Vista will not be touching the frame, even though it's fine if it did. But we will leave it to where it doesn't. Now let's fasten, well, I'm not going to put this in permanently yet, but let's see what's happening now with the flight controller. Okay. Okay. And we will go ahead and utilize, oops, that is a M2, we need the M3s. Just so I can put these down. I'm not going to crank them down because there's no need. Just like that. This is going to look nice. It'll be nice when it's done. right. Okay, now we can take our standoffs and put them back here. Okay. Good. All right. Let's see what's next. We have the receiver. We have a cable for the he wanted a new one of these put on. Okay, that's right. Okay, let's tend to that first. So what we'll do first is let's go ahead. There was something about putting on this new I see. So this is damaged, so we'll go ahead and get that off. Gotta find a super fine, there we go. Okay. I don't like to put these cables on this way, so I'm going to actually remove the board. I do not like trying to fit it. I've seen what happens when people accidentally bend the pins, and I don't want to be one of those, so I'm going to just take this apart so I can put the video cable or the camera cable in properly. Oh, I see now. I just realized what I did. Sorry, guys. That's my apologies. Okay, out with the old cable, in with the new one. I mean, that's a air unit cable, but well, we'll just have to see. I don't know. We should be okay with it, but not ideal. But let's just see, and then if worst case, I'll have to grab one from ours. I'm not really sure if I'm comfortable with that, but we'll see. All right, so we're good there. Sorry about that hiccup earlier. I'll have to go back now and edit the live video so that it cuts out all that crap. Can't believe I did that. I wasn't paying attention. All right, let's get this part put back on. Let's get this off. I'll put this here. There's one. There's two. All right. Not sure I'm comfortable with this. I'm going to test it and see. But anyways, for right now, there's our cable. Everything here is fitting perfect. So we will use the plug and just cut the wires for the Vista connection using the DJI harness. We'll run this camera like this. We could actually run it all the way underneath if we want to, and I may, hold on a second. No, I'll leave it just like it is, right here. Perfect. Okay. Excuse me real quickly, I just want to write my son, see how his day at school was. Okay, and then we have our last one right here. Perfect. Okay, now that's done. Now let's look at the rest of this. So let me, where am I at here? They gave me two cables. Let me put this away. That's my boy answering me. Let's see how his day was. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Beautiful. Oh, well, actually, we have the plug already. Okay, so let's see how their plug pairs up. Where is it? This one here. That's backwards. Let me see if it can even fit. I'm not liking that too much. All right. So we will now remove 1, 2, 3, and 4. Here goes those. All right, we don't need the last one, and we don't need the second to last one. Okay. Other than that, we can cut the harness. Perfect. Now we have their factory harness, at least the plug into the flight controller, ready to go. No. Perfect. Yeah. I need to get a new needle, so wait 1 second, please. Alright, so that'll silicone that end of it. Cool. Alright, now that we've done that, we can clean up our table, get rid of the stuff we don't need. I'm going to unplug this so I can wind this up just a little bit more. There we go. Plug that back in. Okay. So far so good. Looking good. Looking clean. Everything's organized. Now, let's see where we are at. Let's see. Okay. So let's take our receiver. I won't be able to utilize this again, but now I got to do some changes here, so hold on. Good news is I think we'll just use the old plug that he used for his. That'll be nice. Let's go ahead and do that. So we will cut that off, reuse the wires. No sense in wasting. Put these back over here, get rid of that. Put this here, get rid of that. All right. I'm not sure if I'm going to use these or rubber O-rings don't really like, God darn, those things suckers are hard. So I'm gonna see which one fits better when I'm done, so we'll see. All right. That's a lot. Okay, now let's see what we have left. That'll wake you up. Yo, yo, what's up, what's up? Just finishing this repair, or this build, I guess. It's a build. Come on. Well, that didn't help me at all. Thanks, man. Yeah, I think that Brandon DeLong did that, man. I loved it. Thank you. That's funny. That's funny that you say that. All right. And in case you're wondering why I'm pulling this off, is because as an idiot, I didn't realize that I was going right over the blind button. So now I have to reset this. So let me just set it this way. There, now I'll do it again. Yeah, that's cool, man. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah, if you send me an arm, then I can scan it and then draw it up and then cut it for you. Sure. That's not an issue. Just let me know. Hey, babe.
Hello.
How'd you doing?
Good. Your room is
Clean.
clean. I love you.
I love you too, babe. What you up to? You get some rest?
Yeah, I just woke up.
No.
And I'm gonna go finish up cleaning upstairs and everything. I love you.
I love you, babe. Let me know if you need anything.
Coffee.
Oh, thanks, babe. That'd be great. Thank you. I don't know if it's discontinued, but I quit caring about whether they are. I quit worrying about all that. I just said, you know what? People invest in these things, and if companies don't make them anymore, now there's a difference. Understand that if a company is making it, I won't do it, because to me it's like that's their product. I don't want to step on their toes. But once they bail, it's a different story to me. At that point, I'm like, look, people invested in something and they need an arm. Now you forced them to upgrade. We don't have to do that. So yeah, I'll be more than happy to take care of you. As a matter of fact, I'm going to open a whole section for third-party parts that we've drawn out over time. And I used to be very strict about it, but dude, the lifespan of some of these frames, it's like people buy them and then boom, they're gone. And you're like, well, holy shit, I need something. So yeah, I feel you, and I'll take care of you. Don't you worry about it. I got you. Not to mention everybody's frame looks like everybody else's frame. Not even sure if there's anybody designing anymore. So let's be real here. All right, so now looks like we're getting to the bottom of this. Let's see where we're at. We are going to, let me see, we are going to feed XT60. Love to crash, yeah. Me too, apparently, because that's all I seem to do ever when I fly. But you know what? It's fun. I have a good time. I have some good laughs, and screw it. The rest of it's just part of the game. Okay, so I just think that, man, it's a tight fit, but is it gonna make it? Well, I freaking did it like it was gonna make it. Now I didn't even cut the wires, and I've already put this in. So this could be, well, I guess I could pull it forward a little bit. That's true. Let's try that. I can't read shit on this board. Hold on a second. Let me look at their site thing because I can't read a damn thing. Okay, so what we have is we have TX2, RX2, 5-volt ground. Okay. Okay, so let's utilize these pads here, but that board is, it's a little bit different. Yeah, it's not the same board. Wonderful. Makes me feel better already. What a waste. I need to be able to read this. So under the microscope it goes. Oh, this one? Yeah. Well, it looks like it can take a hit. Damn thing's, it's beast mode. I just can't read I cannot read. I don't know what they're using to silk screen at Newbie Drone, but this is driving me nuts. This board is not. Okay, here we go. Now let's see what it says. I'll show you guys real quickly. Here's what we're looking at. Okay, so TX2. What the hell? All right, so we're gonna focus on the following. Where the hell's my 5-volt? There's my 5-volt. This is some whoppy jaw crap going on here. All right, so TX2, RX2, so I need the first pin on the, I need that pin there, I need that pin there, and then I'll take the ground from here, and then I'll take my 5-volt from here. Okay, fine. Whatever. Thank you for making that some of the hardest screening to read. Let's get to it, shall we? Okay. Okay, 5-volt from the 5-volt comes from the end right there. Ground will come from right here. And then TX and RX. Good, everybody happy? Yes. This sumbitch better reach. I'll be pulling it out of its socket. Come on, don't fail me. Don't fail me now. All right. How calculate motor for drone fixed with 4 to 8 kilograms? All right, first guy, first of all right, man, take care, stay in touch. Send me the arm and I'll get you taken care of. Second guy, how to calculate motor for, or Andrew, I mean, how to calculate a motor for drone fixed wing 4 to 8 kilograms. How to calculate motor for drone fixed wind. I'm not really sure I understand what you're asking me. So I don't know how to answer it because there's how to calculate the size motor you need for a drone. That's one thing. Fixed wind, I don't know what you're talking about. So if you're talking about fixed speed, I have no idea if that's what you mean. But if you want to calculate how much motor you need for a drone, the first thing you have to do is figure out exactly how much, and I have the whole formula because I was doing this back when I thought people would want custom drones and didn't realize that they don't really need them like that unless you're corporate or something where you are taking a payload. So I do have everything written out to where you can actually, we can calculate down to within about 30 seconds how much flight time you'll get based on your load capacity, speed, and all that. I just don't know if that's what you're asking, and that's a lot of explanation that I'm not going to go into if I don't know what you're asking, because it could be a big waste of time for you to have to listen to me babble about it. And I think most people would agree that I tend to waste their time with babbling, I guess. All right, let's put the ground on here for the receiver. Let's put our TX for our receiver. Oh no, that's the one that doesn't fit. Oh, you're gonna fit today, punk. I'm not playing this game, so get your ass over here. Get right in. Boy, Bobby, listen to me, Bobby. You will fit right here. You don't have a choice. There's our TX. There's our RX. And there is our 5-volt. Boom. Okay. That's still in there a little bit, and that's good enough for me. I'm not going to complain, but if we need to add more, we can. It's not the end of the world. So please don't cry about it, people, and don't lecture me. Okay. Now, there's that. Angel, you want to see something cool, Angel? Check this out. Oh my God, I'm so sore. I think I showed you this already, I can't remember, but I 3D printed it up for you. This will be what I'm going to be cutting for you. That's our new hex, okay? So get ready, it's a beast mode, okay? And I can get this, I think we're doing it 6-inch, 8-inch, and 10-inch or something like that for you. So same base, different arms. I mean, just longer arms. So I want you to see it. As a matter of fact, you know what? I deserve the big screen for this one because I want you to see it. So check it out. Look at that. Okay? That's it right there. There's your bottom board, top board, mount from underneath. Everything fits. Canopy will be designed. I'm getting Ivan to do the canopy, and it will look something like this. Okay? So get ready because this sucker is going to kick some serious ass. Okay? You'll be good to go, bro. I'm taking care of you on that one. So, and that's the custom. That's all what I'm doing now is custom work. And Angel's the first one to get it because that boy flies our stuff all the time, and he's amazing at what he does, and he has supported us from day one. So you got it, buddy. I'm getting that one for you. I just wanted to 3D it out and make sure we were set. All right, back to the repair because this sucker has been killing me. Okay, so now we have the flight controller done. We've got the receiver done. We've got everything in place. I moved the capacitor down. So now what I'm going to do is, other than make sure that I'm not going to blow this thing up, I'm going to check now and do some continuity testing just because you never know what the hell could happen, right? So Continuity on the XT60, we're good. Our 5 volt to ground, we're good. And I noticed a lot of people don't test their 5 volt. They don't realize they could have shorted their 5 volt out. Let's do, I think this is ground. Ground to ground, no, where's my ground? I can't read without my magnifiers on these damn screen. Oh, there's a ground, that's fair. Let's see, do we have any linked 5 volts? Nope. Okay. Other than that, I do want to test right here. All right, fine. I need my Magoo glasses. I can't see crap. It's killing me. Okay. All right. So we should have our VBAT. Oh wait, you know what? That's going to be not VBAT. That's going to be. Let me make sure I got this right. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Beep, beep. Beep. Let's go to our ground. I tell you what, I'm gonna get me a new meter. This son of a bitch will scare you for a minute because it always it detects when you touch, right? And then it'll give you a beep for a second, but then it's not. So you have to wait for it to decide when it's done screwing up. All right, so no there, yes here, and then yes here, no here, no here. We good? You stupid machine? Good. Continuity looks good. Now, this is one of those times where I'm not comfortable with this board. I don't like it. Or, never mind, I don't want to talk crap. I don't know. There's something about it that's got me a little on edge, which means that as much as I would love to turn the camera off and power this up so that you guys will see something blow up, it's live, and that's part of it. You know what? I'm human, and if this blows up, I'm just a human that screwed up. So we're going to find out what happens real quick. If you are the owner of this and you're watching, don't worry. If I blow it up, you get something pretty cool in return. But I haven't blown one up yet. But there's always a first, and since this is live, it would be my luck that it would happen now. So just get ready. Here we go. Oh, Angel, you're welcome. You're very welcome. It is going to be crazy. Hey, man, look, all the people that have come and gone, bro, all of them, right? All of them, you're still here. That means the world to me. Okay? So I appreciate you very much. All right, now, before I start dropping tears out and crying about this, here we go. God help us all. I hope this doesn't blow up. But it might, because it's been one of those days. Okay. Get ready. Ooh. Well, so far, so good. Really? Here we go. So now that I know we're good, I'm going to go ahead and silicone the rest of this down. Okay, and I've done that, so if you don't like that, you need to tell me ahead of time because I will not send a quad out of here where I don't silicone the wires down anymore. Here's the pros and cons. Pros, solid. I mean, it's like it protects the wires, just holds everything in place. Con, you're not pulling that wire back up without some more. Okay, so sorry, but that's how it goes. Especially when it comes to the whatchamacallit here, the XT30 or XT60, I mean. Okay, and capacitor. That is something that I do now because, because it's better protection. So let me get this out of the way, and I am going to coat the bottom of this area with this goopy black crap. Here we go. And depending on if you put a fan on it or not, one other reason, all joking aside, if you have a bad crash or something, right? And let's say you have a wire or a strand that comes out, or mean, the dumbest things cause these shorts and these people to blow their ESCs. And it's not dumb like they're not dumb. It's like a wire gets, there's what the hell is the word I'm thinking of? There's wear and tear, I guess, or whatever it is. And so if you can put this on here to protect on impact, protect from water, do it. It would be stupid not to. But the downside is that it is a pain in the butt to take off. Too bad. That's the way it is. That's quality. That's how we do it. All right, guys, let me go over the ESC now. And God, if you ever use this stuff, guys, please don't touch it. Don't get it on your hands. Don't get it on your clothes. Don't get it on your wife's furniture unless you're trying to get kicked out of the house. Because my wife does not like when I get this crap. She just walked into the room as I'm talking about this too.
What?
Sorry, babe. Good time. I'm telling him, don't get the silicone crap on your clothes or on your wife's furniture, because then you're going to piss your wife off and you'll be sleeping outside. Hi, babe. You tired?
No.
Mm-hmm. Thanks for the coffee, Mama.
Oh my god. Oh my god, look who it is.
Who is it?
Wow, it's Gigi.
Oh, Wonton. Oh, she's pumped. What are you doing? Are you vacuuming and scaring the crap out of her, or
I
what?
haven't even started yet. Oh, come here.
She's just happy to see me? She's never happy to see me.
Come here.
Hey, Wonton. Come on, introduce the other two dogs. Introduce Wonton to everybody. Guys, whoever hasn't met my dogs and my wife, this is my wife's chest. Can you come down? So there's my wife, and there's my dog, Wonton. So you guys met Lo Mein and Noodles earlier.
Yes.
Now you meet a
Titi.
Wonton. And she's not TT, she's Wonton.
Gigi.
Okay, so we've done this, we've put the silicone, so you can see it here, right? So you can see.
I'm gonna go upstairs and clean.
Okay, babe, love you.
Love you.
So you can see the silicone here, okay? You can see the silicone here, right? So you can't see the wires anymore. You won't see any of the silver wires. Hey, thanks, Angel. She went inside, but I'll tell her you said hey. And that's when that hardens or when that dries, it's like a rubber, like a little rubber ball, I guess, or something. And it's going to stretch, and it's super heat resistant, right? Okay, the only thing left to do is to put. Well, you know what? I'm going to wait to do the TX, or the RX, the receiver, oh my God, because I haven't seen it work yet. So I want to see it work before I do that. All right, so we're good here, we're good here. I'll have to bind this to mine to test it. So now let's get the rest of this sucker put together. We've got this bumper here. We've got these screws to use for it, I believe. Something very similar at least. And not that one, hold on. That one and that one, those are two different. So let me see what I'm going to use here. I got to get them to match. I can't, my fat fingers don't fit in there properly. All right, well, anyways, we'll get started with that. So let's get this here. I assume this one back here. Is that the idea? Yeah, put that in the wrong spot. All right, give me the front one, please. Oh, this is a screw that came out. Man, that's a really tiny screw for this. I'm really surprised that they would use that. I'm going to actually swap this out for a longer screw. I think there's definitely room for it, and to be honest with you, it's better to fill up as much of that standoff as you can. Now, my wife came in here and I lost some. Here we go. So let's get this. This looks like an 8mm screw, maybe 7 or 8. I would at least go with a 10. If it fits, I would go with a 10, because you've got that 2mm of 3D print right here. So, you want to get as much as you can. Now, I don't know if it's going to fit, so I could be saying this and then it say, hey, look, you know what, that's too long. So let me just check and see. But if it does fit, oh, that's got to fit. That, as a matter of fact, you can go much longer than that even. You want to try to fill up the gap in your standoffs, guys. That's the big thing, because the more you fill up, the less you have a chance of bending it, because now it has to bend with the screw, and that's much harder to do. But I'll at least take this to a 10, and that's great. I always drop the damn screw. Hold on, please. Well, I don't feel like getting that one. because my man boobs are in the way, so let me go to, I'm gonna get another screw. There we go. All right, now, this is the part that really gets to me, is the way you have to origami this camera mount. So let me just make sure I got this right, because I remember I spent quite some time trying to figure this out last time. So why do we have two different pieces is confusing to me. Here's one, unless this piece was lost. Like, I have to see, because it didn't dawn on me until I was taking it apart that one of these was missing. So let me just see what the heck's going on. Is that right? What the hell? Oh, not gonna like this at all, am I? Oof. All right, so let me get this, because I'm trying to get all the crazy glue that was holding this in place off. Now this one fits fine, but this one doesn't. So let me see what I'm working with. This black one fits better than this one. I'm wondering if the black one was printed after market, because on this side I see this fluorescent kind of, on the other one I don't. So this, I guess I can print them another set. I mean, I hate for them to have, I'm gonna put it in there for now just because I need to get this closed up so I can test it, but I don't want to send something home with mismatching stuff. That's not how I would do my own drone, so I'm not gonna do this to the customer. All right, so let's just see if we can wiggle this sucker into place. See if we can get, oh, son of a bitch. Get back in there. Oh, you're watching. What's up, man? Okay, so wait, the camera cheeks are mismatched. I lost one and replaced it with the yellow one. All right, well, I'm gonna print you a matching set, just because it bothers me that these don't match. Okay, so I can't do that. I can't. I'm gonna go crazy if I have to look at this thing and they're not matching. So for right now, I'm just gonna do this so I can test it. That's all. All right. There's no way. Oh, I'm gonna hate the fact that I did this just now, aren't I? All right. Black is stock, printed by Buddy. No worries. I have more. Well, okay. I mean, I just don't want to send it out different than I would do my own. Okay. So. But that being said, hey, thanks for letting me know. I didn't know you were watching. Now you got me all nervous. Guys, that's the guy that owns this, and he's watching. I'm just kidding. All right. Let's get this lined up. The printed one of these is just super wide. This thing hates me. Hold on. Let me wrestle this, put a little WWE moves on this thing. Why do we have it fitting so? That's in there. Yep, there we go. Okay. No, hold on a second. I need this to snap. Come on, snap, snap, snap. I'm rusting this thing. Come on, sucker. All right, I'm just gonna put a holder in place here just so I can get this to hold 1 second. Because I got one side, let me snap this other side in. Okay. Aha! Sucker! Gotcha! Let me verify I got the right screws paired up with the right pieces though. Hold on a second. I don't want to move this right now, but I believe I'm looking into, let me check this one out. There we go. And that's a good fit right there. Okay. Getting that black. I got that stupid silicone on my hands. Damn it. Doesn't make sense. This doesn't make sense. Why did they use this screw on here? I need to see something just so I understand the reason for this. What happens here? Yeah, I mean, you would think, well, if you're watching, I do have to ask you, I mean, like, why is the screw that is used on here not sinking in so it's flush mounted? Did you change that or did it come that way? Because you've got this flush mounted here, but the screws are not, like it sits on above, which serves no, it actually makes it, I can't do that. I mean, I'll let you change it if you want, but that is not the intention of these things. I'm not sure if you set it that way or they did, but the screw should sit inside this piece, right? It should sit to where it rounds and it goes over it so that if something should slide, it doesn't break. It should sit like this, not like the other way. So I'm going to change the screws out here a little bit. I'm not really sure why that was done, but it would serve no purpose to have these flush mount washers here just to end up with a screw that is flat. Now this I could see being used on the back, for example. Yes, this would make sense here maybe. But I do not see why it would be used in the thing. So I'm going to change that. If you decide you want to go back to it later, that's fine. But these should sink, these should stay countersunk in there like this. So that if something does come across, it slides off and doesn't cut it. Oh no, I'm just going to change, I'm just changing the screws that go in them. I like the, sorry guys, that may ring twice, I apologize. I like the flush mount washers. Just the screws that go with them need to come out and go with the regular screw so that the screw can actually go inside the flush mount and not sit on top of it. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna swap the screws around, that's all. All right. So let me take these out. Now these ones that you have that were in there, they're wide at the bottom, which are great for holding, for getting that extra grip. So these will be ideal for here, these kind of spots, okay? Because it'll push right through that silicone and it gives it that extra millimeter or half millimeter of surface coverage. And then what we do is we take the other ones and put them in the spacers, and now if something should go over, it just literally slides right over it, as opposed to having that lip that these were putting on it. That lip could probably cut the, I don't know, over time, probably just a heat shrink. You got it. Heat shrink on a battery, on a LiPo, for example. So yeah, you're good now. That's the way I would do it. So that's how we're gonna set that up. Okay, we're coming around to the 2-hour mark of this second round, and it looks like this sucker is about to be done, as long as everything, as long as I haven't missed something foolish, which there's no telling, it's possible. And here I just realized I'm mounting this thing, and I have not bound haven't bound my controller to your receiver, but I'm not sure I'm gonna need to. Let me just see what we got. We're gonna get everything set up here. Okay, so now there's a couple things I did mention before. So I have to change out this here because I forgot to put this piece on, and I'm going to, this should have gone in more. There we go. This one too. There we go. Perfect. All right, so let me put this piece on. Just like that. Just like that. Ah. Okay. Okay, everything's good here. Everything looks great. Everything's fit really well. So now let's get back to turning it on. I'll deal with the antenna portion later. I do want to do something about this, but it's not going to be anything major by any means. Okay, so now it's time to go ahead and power this up again and get ready to, I cannot touch that silicone area. It's going to drive me nuts. Let's get our USB and let's get ready to see what it looks like in beta flight. And let's see if we can get the motors running. So here we go. Let me get my tools put away. Oh, I turned my sound off on the computer. I was wondering why I didn't hear it when I plugged in. I got a little worried. Okay. Let's see what we got, guys. Here we go. Close down all of this. I will give you guys access to the screen here in a second. Let me just do that. There we go. And let's open beta flight. And have a sip of coffee while we're at it. Hot. Whoa. All right. Here we go. All right. Now where is our accelerometer? So what firmware is on here? Let's check that first, because it tells me that there's one or two things that are wrong. So that should be right. So MBD Infinity. So let me go and check that first. Ooh, that's my boy, so let me check that real quick. I need to see what is their target for this. All right, give me a second, guys. I'll be right back. I'm gonna see what my kid needs, and I'm gonna go pee real quick, but I'm gonna leave the camera on. So I'll be right back. 2 seconds. Gotta take a 2-second break. Okay, I'm coming back now. Okay, sorry guys. Had to take a quick break. I know. Okay, let me check something out real quick, please. Let's see what we got. I know I had this up here. Here it is. Nope. Here it is. I'll show you guys in 1 second. So it's a 305 stack. Let me see what it says. So it's using the, okay, so let me try this. Let me try this here. Just because it's kind of a little weird to me to see this. So let me do this and this, boom, there we go. Let me go back in here real quick. Infinity. Okay, let's update this again. Running STM405 processor, so I'm going to just, I guess this. Let's load it and see what happens. Yeah. Oh, no, damn it, I meant to do it, god darn it. Oh, I hate when I click the wrong damn button. Come on. Oh, I gotta start over. Have I mentioned that this is the largest capacitor I've ever seen? Sucker. I'm telling you, I asked my wife to I want to print a little color, like a Coke can color, and make this look like it's a Coke bottle. Or Coke can, I mean. It's huge. I mean, I'm sure it's good, but way overkill for the amount of power we're running here. But hey, you know what? That's okay. Let's connect. Let's apply custom defaults, and let's see if we get a little better success here. Talk to me, Goose. And we don't. All right, so I need to find the better target for this one. Let me go searching here. So what do we got? We have the, nope, let me get over here. STMF405. I need to find their target. Oh well, let's connect anyway. Let me see, make sure my ports, the UARTs are right. S-bus is UART1. That's fine, we are not running that. I turned this on UART2. Let me see what else. All right, 1 second, we'll be right back here, and I will open my files here real quick. Let's see. Screen. That's not the same one. Yeah, it should be. Hold on. This is interesting because it's giving me all the specs that match, but I have a small little problem. Here it is. Hold on. So they're giving you the firmware. Why? So NVIDIA Infinity Fly. The firmware on their website here. Let me just show you. So this is what's interesting to me is right now the firmware on their website is it's 4.1.0, and that doesn't help you at all. That's not going to help you at all. It's a little disappointing. But if I was to use that firmware and was to try to flash it, I still think we're going to have the same problem. So let's go to load it local. Let's go to my downloads. Let's go to right here. Let's flash it. I think the F405 would work, so I think the upgrade would be fine. I'm going to test it, but I want to go back to the default here real quick just to see. All right, let's see what else we got. Okay, so with that done, we're going to go ahead and flash the ESC. Make sure all of our stuff is done properly here. Cool, and then bind and see what happens. So give me just a little bit, guys, to see what we're doing here. So we can update this then. Perfect. So while that's fine and all, I have no reason to think that we cannot update to the F405 using the STM32 because that is the chipset. So that's what we're going to do. Here we go. Sorry for the little delay there, but I want to test that out. I'm pretty sure that's going to work. So let's see. Now your SBUS is on 1, your Crossfire is on 2. Oh, it says right here. Hold on. No, it says right here maybe. DJI is data on you are at 6. What? Whatever. We'll figure it out. Okay, back to the grind here. We could turn off the soldering iron and stuff. Let's clean that up. All right, here we go. Let's connect. Apply defaults. Hey, babe. What you doing?
I'm going to get the trash cans.
Everything done? Did they come pick up all the stuff?
But yeah, they pick up both trash and recycling.
Oh, awesome. Excellent. Everything looks good. Orientation is good. Perfect. Okay. Let's go to our receiver first. Let's set our receiver. Yep, that's fine, but let's go to Crossfire, click Save, and let's head back over to our ports and turn off 1, turn on 2, 6. Okay, so they've got 6 already set for your whatchamacallit, for your DJI, but does it tell me on here? Well, we'll have to see. All right. Let's see what else we got. Let me save and reboot that real quick. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to fire it up. Cross your fingers. I'll put your little antenna on there just because I know people will yell at me if I don't. All right, guys, here we go. pull looks good. I'm running this, I'm turning it up to about 16.8, I guess, for right now. I'll take it to 4S, 17.3, whatever. I'm not worried about it. It's registering as a 5S for right now, so we'll crank it up a little bit more and make this thing happy and think it's got a full battery, okay? All right, so let's go to our motors tab here. Let's check what we've got. They have the motor, the props on as reversed. For my testing, I'm not going to do that. You're more than welcome to change that when you get it back, but I want to do my tests in the comfort of knowing that I know the way my props are going on. For this one, let's go to motors. Let's check our mapping. So what we're going to look at is 1, 2. This quad is facing me, so just remember it's 1, 2, 3, 4, not the way you would normally think it is. So this one should spin when I move, and it does, and it's spinning clockwise. This one counter, no, it's clockwise, so I have to change that. This one clockwise, so they're all clockwise. Okay, so the motor resource is fine. So we're going to disconnect and fly right over to, BL Heli. Somewhere in here is BL Heli. Oh, come on. Stupid ass program. Let's go. Okay. Then we can close this one and let's connect. Read the setup. Uh-oh. Looks like we're getting a glitch with our video. So let me figure out what the heck I'm gonna do, because that's not the norm. So let me just try to move this a little bit to a different angle so it doesn't interfere. Let's do it like this and see if that'll help me a little bit. Hopefully it does. If not, I may just have to power off the, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and do that anyway. So bear with me, guys. I'm gonna turn off and unplug the, I gotta unplug the Vista real quick. Just so that it doesn't interfere with my stuff. So bear with me. I'm just gonna kind of nudge these pliers in here and pop that plug right off, because I don't want to have to take the top off for this. There we go. All right, so I'll pull this plug and leave it right here. That's my reminder. I need to reconnect it, and we'll do that when it's time to set that up. And right now, with working with the motors, it really doesn't make a difference. Okay, so we'll leave the power here. Let's turn it back on. All right, so let's head over to here, click OK. Now we're going to get a couple errors, so let me click connect. Read setup. Okay. D-shot, good. We're 13.7. We're going to go ahead and flash all of them. So flash. No, wrong one. My bad. Cancel. ESC flash. Here we go. I'm going to go ahead and flash selected. Okay, so that's going to do that, and I don't have to do much there. So while that's going on, let's get back here. So I've got a better screen to look at. This one right here. Okay. And it's going. So we're going to let that run just a little bit. I guess I could start cleaning up some of this mess. Where are we at? We're doing number 3 now, I guess. Okay. I'm gonna put, if you're still watching, sir, I'm gonna put all the stuff that you sent me in this bag here so that you've got all your supplies back. If I miss anything, because a lot of it looks like my stuff, I apologize. I'm not trying to steal your stuff, I promise. But your wire was very good. I appreciate you sending that. I have some of my own. You bought the right kind, so that's good. I'll go ahead and put that back in here. So you'll have that as well. I don't know if there's anything else that you sent that I would not have already used, but if there, oh, well, I'm gonna send these pieces too. So like, I'll send you back this case and this, and let's see, is there, and your TBS bag, I'm not really gonna send that back, that has no use. How's our ESC doing? We got one more? All right. Oh, and your massive capacitor. I am going to send this one back. That's cool. I'm not going to lie, that's funny. Oh, yeah, and some of these cables, man, I'm sorry. Just clean it up, trying to do my job. How are we looking? All right, so our update is done. All right, so now, let's do here. And now I remember correctly, so if we go back to ESC setup, we need to go to number 2 and reverse and write that. And then we're going to go to number 3 and reverse and write that. And then we're going to go ahead and change this throttle so that, no, oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, and remove that and write that. Okay, and then we are going to click OK and then disconnect. Cool, now we're powered off. Unplug our USB, plug our USB back in, get out of here, go into here, turn this on. Looks good. Go to motors and let's see where we're at. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Everything's looking really good on this side. Okay, so from this point, what's going to happen next is I'm going to have to now take the top plate back off, which I don't want to do. Let me turn this off, sorry. But I'm going to have to because I do want to bind it and make sure that your receiver is working properly. So bear with me a second on that because it is important that we test that out. And guys, I put the stupid thing on, I can't get to it. So let's unplug this, let's unplug this. And let's get to it. I forgot. So I'm going to do that real quick. Sorry guys, it could be something for my kids, so let me check please. Oh, I don't want to take this part off because it's stupid. Getting this camera in's a pain in the butt. But hey, we're going to do it anyway. All right, we don't need that. So whoops, no, we don't need that either. There we go. Actually, I need to get the Vista configured too, so I might as well go ahead and do that anyway. Okay, so while we're going to do that, two things that we can accomplish while we're doing this. One, and hopefully I'm not going to cut our video out when I do this, but first thing I'm going to do is just go to binding. So that's a pretty easy step. It takes a little while sometimes. I do mine a little differently. So let me go get my receiver or my transmitter. Let's get down to business. What is this? Must be a circus in town. Shut this shit down, all these clowns. Can I get a witness? All right. Keep this unplugged. Turn this back on. Okay, now while that's doing that, I'm going to switch back over here and do a couple things that I need to do as well. So, with the VTX, or with the Vista, let's see how I want to do this part. Put this here. Close this one down. And then we'll update the Vista, and we should be in good shape here. So just hang tight. Wait, I got all my screens screwed up. Sorry guys, hold on one second. I got all my screens working again, please. Yep. There we go. And let's get this going. And there we go. So we're gonna let that bind. So confirm. Okay, so we'll let that, I guess you guys can watch that screen if you want. Okay. Then we're going to go ahead and do our Vista. So I've got that cable standing by here. I'm not going to run them simultaneously, so let's wait for this to finish, and then we'll do the we'll verify our bind, and then we'll get going to the Vista, and then we'll take this for a test flight. Now I don't think I've got any props sent to me, so I have to see if I have a prop here for this. Let's get down to business. What is this? Must be a circus in town. Shut down on these clowns. Hell yeah. Okay, this is going to go back to this gentleman. I need props. Alright, I got some right here. Some 5 by 4.5 should be enough, so we'll do that. How's our updating? All right, 7, 8, 9, boom. It's loading, don't interrupt. Okay, yes sir. And we are bound. Perfect. So now we'll go into beta flight, test that out, make sure that everything makes sense on that side, and then we'll do our... Okay, so let's head on over to beta flight. Let's close that out, disconnect this, plug in beta flight. Oops, this cable. That's about how I fly anyway. Okay, I'm gonna set the switches. If you're watching this, and I know the gentleman who owns this, whether he's watching now or not, he will watch it later. So this way you'll understand why I'm setting these up. So on my radio, I'm gonna add this. This is my range, this is my arming. On my angle, I move it here, horizon, stays in the middle, and in air mode, I keep that in the front. There we go. I will go for my beeper to be there and to stretch it, go to my failsafe to be there and move it, and that's it. So that's good, so that's configured. Now if I want, I should kind of be able to, why is my desk looking all crooked? Come on. All right, I should be able to now go to motors, and I should be able to turn this on right here, and I should be able to arm it, and I am. Perfect, just what I wanted to see, okay? That's ideal. So, we're bound, everything's good there. Now let's power it off. Let's disconnect. Let's unplug it. Put our receiver back properly. There we go. Okay, now if we do lose or if our video gets choppy, guys, I apologize. I've got to get this set up here though. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bind my goggles. Hold on, crap, let me go get my goggles real quick. I think the power on his is too high. I think it's set very high, which is why I think it's interfering. So let me just get my goggles and make that adjustment. And hopefully that should take care of that problem. So let me just do that real quick. I will turn my radio off for the time being. Okay, now I don't have a battery for this. I do have this battery though, so bear with me. Okay. If I put this on here, what is that, 4S? Yes, I'll use this one for me. So I'll use the cable and adapt this so it works with my goggles, which will go right here. Bear with me a sec. We don't need that anymore, so we can get rid of iFlight right now. We'll go this route. Power up my goggles that I never get to use, as I never get to fly. And then, now again, like I said, guys, it's going to interrupt our video. Hang in there with me. I will just get this bound and then I can adjust it. I just need to wait for the light to turn green. And there it goes. You can already tell it's interrupting. Just bear with me just a minute. Let's see if I can get this to kind of stop. Okay, it's green, so let me bind this to my goggles. And then I'll turn the power down. Hopefully that'll take care of it. So let me go to setup. Hey, we have OSD, so that's good. Oh yeah, that's down. Let's take it to 25. And then let's put this on. Okay, how are we doing with our video now? Is it okay? Sweet. Okay, so we have OSD. I can see, now he's gonna lay that out how he wants, but I'm gonna do a couple setups for him. So let me go ahead and go to settings. We're gonna go to display. I will put you at, custom OSD is on. Camera will be at ratio 16:9. Okay, and sweet. I'm going to let you lay out your OSD how you want, but just to help you a little bit, I'm going to put some of it kind of, well, I'm not connected right now, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so that's working perfect, right? So we've got now our video's working beautifully. I did turn it down. He had it at 700 milliwatts. I turned it down to 25 just so that it would stop interfering with our camera. So now what we're going to do is just do a hover test. So I'm going to go ahead and break this down real quick. Let's turn it off. Unplug it. And let's get ready to reassemble the whole thing. And then we're going to take it for a little hover test right in here, right behind me on the ground. And after that, this thing should be ready to go. It's beast mode and back up in the air for the gentleman. So now I just get to fight with this camera mount as I try to force it to submit. God darn it. Submit. Come on. Submit. Yes. Sold. There we go. Can I get a witness? Again, like with the other test on the other quad I did today, you know what? I could have, for this one, I could have actually charged it. I could have used one of my 5 or 6 S's. I don't think they're charged right now. So I'm gonna end up hovering with a 4S. That's okay. I mean, I can do a hover test with a 4S, but this is a 6S quad, but it is 4 to 6S. So I'm gonna use a 4S, but I've got to use my adapter because, and let me unplug my goggles here. So I've got to use my adapter because I don't have a battery charged yet. So let's see. All right, let's put this here. We're nearing the end, folks. After 2.5 hours on this video and 1.5 or 1 hour on the other one, we are seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. And this looks good. I think this build's coming out pretty nice. All right, there we go. So let's get some props on. Okay, let me get this set up real quick. Gotta turn my sliding doors off, 1 second. Okay, make sure we're on camera. We are. I don't know if this lipo strap will fit, but it should. Okay, time to switch cameras. So here you go. We're going to go ahead and get that set up. All right. Looks like we should hopefully. No, hold on. There we go. I think it's very smooth. Excellent. All right, so let's take that. There we go. Be powered down. And there we go. All right, so I'll take the props off because the props are not, he did not ask for the props. I just grabbed some to test. And again, guys, I had to use a smaller battery, so obviously there's going to be quite a few differences when he flies it. But for right now, what I can tell you is everything, even the silicone, I think now is dry. Everything on here is very secure. We've got the receiver. You'll just have to go ahead and bind it again when you get it to bind it to your radio. Everything else looks great. I mean, everything else is set, and then you can tune it or play with it as you wish, fly it a little bit and see what you think. Vista's working great. Everything's wired up properly. OSD is coming through. This sucker is done. So, with that said, let me say this. This was a heck of a work. This is a heck of a job. I mean, like, it was a lot of work, but it's what I enjoy. And I want to thank you for for trusting me to work on your stuff. I appreciate the note you put in there. I appreciate what you wrote about you trusting my work. I do my best. And one of the things that you're going to see now is I'm going to do it all live. So you know there's nothing hidden behind the scenes. If I screw it up, you see it. I mean, I'm not here to, I enjoy that. I think that's probably one of the things that I do have fun with, is doing these live rather than recorded. Now, I don't edit my recordings, but it's just more fun to have live and just be like, hey, look, if we screw up, we screw up, but let's have fun, right? Anyway, so you're good. Congratulations on your new quad. I will put this in the box. I'll get Sam to ring this up for you, and you'll be on your way, my friend. Guys, if you need anything else, all I ask is please just subscribe to my channel and let other people I'm almost at 5,000 subscribers. I don't ask for any, I have a Patreon and all that crap. I don't do any of that. I just ask that you get people to subscribe. That's it. And mainly because my kids look at that and they get all excited when we get new subscribers, okay? Other than that, all right, God bless, be safe. Let me give a shout out to my Ashton, Lennon, and Jaden, my sons, Ashton, Lennon, and Jaden. I miss you guys already. I will see you guys soon. And my wife, Sam, thanks so much for your support. Love you. Guys, go spend time with your family. You never know how much time you have left. Thank you very much. God bless to you too, guys. And we'll see you soon. I got some more work coming up live, guys, so we'll talk to you later. Peace. Bye.